It's time to categorize your new transactions from your bank feed. From your dashboard, you would select banking, or it may say transactions, and select banking. Here you'll find all your transactions that came from your bank feed, and here it shows we have 25 transactions that need to be categorized. First, you'll notice there are some transactions that already have matches. And what this is QuickBooks found the match, the corresponding match. For example, if you had an open invoice and the deposit was made into your account, QuickBooks links that deposit to the open invoice. So you don't have to go through and manually find the invoice. So in this case, this was a deposit we did on 3/31, and QuickBooks is linking the transaction to the deposit. All you have to do is click match. So you don't have to go through and physically click match for each of the transactions that matches were already found. Let's filter for all match transactions. Here you see it's only the ones that have matches. Here you want to select all, and you would click accept. Now because this is a sample account, it won't allow me to match all of them at once. However, you will have the option, and once you click accept, all of the transactions will be categorized. You don't have to go through and do each one individually. Then you will be left with only the transactions that have no matches, such as these here. So we're going to go to the third one for a rental for $1,200, and we're going to categorize that one. So here you want to make sure it says categorize here. You select the payee. If the payee isn't already set up, you would click add new. In this case, it's for a rental. And click save. Now you want to select the category. So as I mentioned before, this expense were for job supplies we did for a patio deck. So here you want to go in and select the appropriate category. You want to find job. So here are job supplies materials, and it was for a patio deck. Select that option and click add. And you're finished. So here's just another example. Here's another expense for a rental, $800. A rental is already selected now. And deck and patios, select add. This pop-up will come up asking you, do you want to create a rule? So what happens is every time QuickBooks sees this transactions from a rental, it's asking you, do you want to automatically assign it to this category, landscaping services, job materials, decks, and patios. If every time you make a purchase from a rental and it's for this particular category, you want to select yes. Create rule. Or you can edit the rule. However, in our case, it doesn't always apply to decks and patios. So I'm not going to create the rule at this time. So here, now let's just say we had this expense and you aren't quite sure where you categorized it last time, but you want to make sure you put it in the correct category. Let's go to categorize. So categorize, it shows all your transactions that have already been categorized in the past. Since in this case it's only 3 categories, it shows here, but if you need to do a search, let's just say we're doing a search for a rental. It will show all your a rental transactions, and here's where you categorized it to in the past. Here to see the full description, it was job materials, decks and patios. Okay, so we exit out of there. Do you want to leave? Yes. We don't save anything. And here we go back to review. Take that out. And here we know, okay, last time it went to job materials, decks, and patios. And as I mentioned, QuickBooks learns your transactions, so it helps you save time in the future as you go forward. So here, decks and patios is already selected for us, and you click add. Now you just go through and do that for each of the transactions, selecting the appropriate categories.